corruption creeping in, gotta take back the street. But corruption creeping in, gotta take back the street. From the French Quarter vibes to the Ninth Ward grind, he's the voice of the people, yo, he's one of a kind. Talking about the struggle, the hustle, the pain, but with each word he drops, he's bringing power to the game. Gerod on the radio, calling out the lies, bringing light to the dark, keeping hope in our eyes. He's the voice of the people, making changes unfold. In the city of NOLA, we're reclaiming our soul. Try to silence the truth, but he's loud and clear. From the bayou to the block, everyone can hear. Got the people united, it's a movement, no doubt. With his mic in hand, he's breaking all the clout. City eat the official scheming, yeah, they playing it slick. But Gerod's on the line and he's ready to kick. For the schools and the streets, he's fighting the fight. With a heart full of passion, he's igniting the night. Gerod on the radio, calling out the lies, bringing light to the dark, keeping hope in our eyes. He's the voice of the people, making changes unfold. In the city of NOLA, we're reclaiming our soul. From the jazz in the streets to the gumbo pot, he's the pulse of the city, giving all he's got. Together we rise, united we stand. With Gerod on the radio, we're taking back our land. So tune in, y'all, let the truth resonate. With Gerod on the mic, we're rewriting our fate. In New Orleans, the power is ours to embrace. Keep it real, keep it loud, let's uplift this place. In the streets to the gumbo pot, he's the pulse of the city, giving all he's got. Together we rise, united we stand. With Gerod on the radio, we're taking back our land. So tune in, y'all, let the truth resonate. With Gerod on the mic, we're rewriting our fate. In New Orleans, the power is ours to embrace. Keep it real, keep it loud, let's uplift this place. Gerod on the radio, calling out the lies, bringing light to the dark, keeping hope in our eyes. He's the voice of the people, making changes unfold. In the city of NOLA, we're reclaiming our soul. Yeah, tune in out, let the truth resonate. With Gerod on the mic, we're rewriting our fate. In New Orleans, the power is ours to embrace. Keep it real, keep it loud, let's uplift this place. Gerod on the radio, calling out the lies, bringing light to the dark, keeping hope in our eyes. He's the voice of the people, making changes unfold. In the city of NOLA, we're reclaiming our soul. Yeah, let the truth resonate. With Gerod on the mic, we're rewriting our fate. In New Orleans,
I was trying to do the backup.
Keep it loud, let's uplift this place.
Yeah, do the backup, G. Do the backup.
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
Huh?
See this?
You don't want me?
I cut it off.
You cut it off.
You're gonna keep that J, but you're gonna keep that day job.
Say, bro, you just a hater. That's all it is to it.
We know who the hater is.
Just a straight hater, haterade. That's what.
Speaking of haterade,
bro, bro, today is gonna be a show. It's gonna be a show of petty.
Ooh, Lord, have mercy.
Today, ladies and gentlemen, is the day of petty. And let me tell you.
No, not petty.
The internet.
No, say it right. Not petty. Pate.
No, it's petty. This ain't got no.
Ain't no
we
pate?
are not putting no. No. That sounds too close to patty. And that sounds too close to potpourri. No.
Petchy.
Petty. Everybody know what petty is. We ain't got to make no name up for this whatsoever.
Spell it.
Petty.
Not it.
I-T.
No, I said not it.
Petty. P-E-T-T-T-T-T-Y. Petty. Today is a day of petty. That ain't all. I got some more petty. See, all them folks that thought that they was going probably outdo and get over on Noonan Man. Noonan Man said, no, 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 no. I'm going back to court and file something. And a day of petty, Noonan Man said, I got you. Uh-huh.
He was probably out there holding a ladder for him.
Was I? Negro. I was, how you drive that thing? You drive the lift?
The lift?
I was on the lift. I was driving it for him. Hold on, bro. Put your belt on. Put your belt on.
Did you have your engineer's hat on?
I sure did. Hard hat.
Ooh.
With safety glasses.
Bro.
Sure did. Now, let me tell you something. The internet, I'm telling you, the internet is terrible. The internet is terrible.
No, terrible.
Kimberly DeLosa has a photo of Gallia Hall rocking back and forth, knocking down the banners. Bruh, terrible, just terrible. With a band in front of it, I mean a marching band in front of it marching by on St. Charles Avenue. So for those of you that don't know, today is the day of petty because the banners that were put up for the inauguration of Helena Moreno on St. Charles Avenue, right there at Gallia Hall, Department of Public Works was ordered by the mayor to take them down. What?
I am.
Today is the day of petty. And here go the worst part about it. The minute somebody said this on somebody's social media page, I ain't even gonna give them the train of thought because they said some crap about me one time before, and I was like, you know what? Screw y'all.
Oh, those people?
But what they did, they put on their social media, well, you know, one radio station, WBOK, is going to have a field day about this because it's so petty, so are they.
Allow me to say it. Damn Skippy.
Wow.
Bruh.
Wow. I just got to the point where, you know, I'm glad that somebody said it. Because, first of all, thank you for the advertising.
That's going to make more people listen.
Yep. They know that we're going to be petty too? Yep. Now, I'm looking at this and saying to myself, I wonder what folks are thinking that live here in the city that's watching this. Is it petty? Is she right? Is she wrong? Did she ask her? Because she's still the mayor. She's still the mayor until what? January 6th?
Boy.
But did she talk to her and say, did Helena talk to her and say, hey, I want to put these up on one of the city buildings?
Wait, hold up. Inauguration is on January 6th?
I don't know exactly what day. I got to look it up.
Because I'm about to say, that's a coincidence. That's a little coinky dink.
So I'm just looking around and saying to myself, petty is the word for today.
Petty. Oh, petty.
So I'm wondering what people are thinking. So I said, oh, it's January 12th. Officially January 12th. I said 6, but it's 6 days away from that. So it's January 12th.
Petty, petty, petty jam. Yeah, it's one of those days, bro.
I'm just looking around and saying to myself,
days.
even if it wasn't one of those things that you wanted to, you know, make big attention of, and I'm wondering what people gonna say. Because on that social media page that I was talking about, everybody's thinking that, oh, they're going to be on her side. They're going to be on the mayor's side. I'm like saying to myself, there's always two sides to a story. And then in the middle is the truth.
It's tree.
So I'm just feeling myself. I just said, okay, instead of me making up a whole bunch of stuff and talking about this, I want the people to do the talking. So here we go. 504-582-9422. 504-582-9422. Now we got the story too. I just sent it to you, and we're going to play the story so that if you're just tuning in, if you're not paying attention to the news today, you getting ready to learn what it is. But is she right? Is she wrong? Is there something we don't know? Would she need permission to do that?
Too petty or not too petty? That is the question.
All right, let's see. Say what you say.
Hey, man, I would have done the exact same thing. If you can't meet me to work out this deficit, and you want to take the initiative to do whatever, if that's the case, take them down, because I still am the mayor. I still am mayor until then. And I don't see where you need to have banners up for you and your administration, and we're not, and you have not been cordial or respectful of me darn near a month in advance.
So you say take them down.
Take them down. That's the new take them down. Nola, take them banisters down. Give me my respect. And since you're not respecting me, I'm going to take it.
Yeah.
You can't, once again, you can't meet with me as the legislative branch of government, city council at large member. What make you think I'm going to give you that satisfaction? Call me petty or whatever. You started it, I'm going to finish it.
So take them down.
That would be my last official act as mayor, to make sure they're down until I'm out.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Have a good one.
All right, Sid. Thank you, brother. All right, 504-582-9422 is the number. You got the story? All right, go ahead and play it, and we'll go to the break. Go ahead.
We start with some breaking news. The city of New Orleans has removed banners at Gallier Hall connected to Mayor-elect Helena Moreno's inauguration events. Emails show the banners were removed at the request of New Orleans Mayor LaToya Cantrell. According to Moreno's transition team, the property manager at Gallier Hall granted her transition team approval to keep the banners up through Inauguration Day, which is January 12th. According to her communications director, Cantrell did not ask for them to come down, but an email from Cantrell's staff indicates otherwise. We do have a full story and statement from the Moreno transition team on our website right now at WDSU.com, and we'll have much more on this developing story, all new at 5 o'clock.
Wait. Hold up. So the story is saying that the mayor didn't ask for them to come down? Is that what he's saying? So where did they come?
Manager at Gallier Hall granted her transition team approval to keep the banners up through Inauguration Day, which is January 12th. According to her communications director, Cantrell did not ask for them to come down, but an email from Cantrell's staff indicates otherwise. We do have a full story and statement from the...
Wait a minute, play it one more time. Play that part one more time, because I need to make sure we understand this now. One more time. All right, you ready?
Through Inauguration Day, which is January 12th.
So you keep them up.
According to her communications director, Cantrell did not ask for them to come down, but an email from Cantrell's staff indicates otherwise. We do have a full story and statement.
So the mayor herself did not ask for them to come down, but it sounds like somebody on the mayor's staff
Oh, petty.
said otherwise. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yup. Boy, this is going to be interesting.
Let's take the break. We'll take the break here because I need to make sure I understand that. I'm gonna call City Hall.
We got to figure that out.
I'm gonna call City Hall. Call City Hall. Ask what the hell going on.
Call 311.
On the air live. All right, more coming up, y'all. Real issues, real talk, real solutions. Miss an episode of The Reality Check? You can catch every episode anytime. Search WBOK Media on your favorite podcast app to tap the bold commentary, real-time reactions, and powerful perspectives from the people and leaders shaping our city. Download, share, and rate it 5 stars because the real ones always stay informed.
Tired of the impersonal, one-size-fit-all style of banking? You deserve a bank that delivers exceptional service and personalized attention to your needs. That's the Home Bank Standard. Since 1908, Home Bank has been a trusted financial partner for businesses and families because we go the extra mile to help you reach your goals. See for yourself why Home Bank is good for business, good for life. Stop by any New Orleans area location or find out more at home24bank.com. Home Bank, member FDIC.
Are you passionate about community safety and police accountability? Tune in to The Monitor's Mic, where we talk about oversight, policing, and you. Hosted by the Office of Independent Police Monitor, we're here to shine a light on policing issues that matter, from real-time policing updates to in-depth interviews. Get the facts and stay informed. We're breaking down complex issues, highlighting community voices, and holding people behind the badge accountable. Join us for an informative hour every Friday at noon on WBOK. Your city, your police, your show. The Monitor's Mic.
2517 Bayou Road, Chef Sherman Esteem. You're talking about great food, great conversations, and definitely great drinks. We sell hookahs and we rent them out. So if you want to have a nice time and smoke your nice hookah, come on down to Nano's Cajun Cuisine and Pastries and have a wonderful time. We will entertain you and we will treat you with happiness and joy. And by the way, on our first and third Saturdays, we always have a block party on Bayou Road. Come and check us out from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m.
There's a Jewish saying that if you save one life, you save the world. And in the New Testament, Jesus said, whatever you do for the least of these, my brethren, you do for me. Whatever your religious or ethical beliefs, let's all come together to help house the homeless this winter. High rents and federal budget cuts are causing more of our neighbors to fall into homelessness. Your donation for rent assistance and the basics to furnish apartments makes a big difference. Please help the most vulnerable by giving to the nonprofit Unity of Greater New Orleans at unitygno.org. That's unitygno.org.
Visit DePaul's new Algiers Health Center at 2801 General de Gaulle Drive to receive primary and preventive care for both adults and children. Services also include behavioral health, imaging, and on-site pharmacy, vision, Medicaid enrollment assistance, and more. For appointments, visit DePaulCommunityHealthCenters.org or call 504-207-3060.
What's going on, everybody? It's the Ball Don't Lie podcast. It's your boy, Phil.
Big Man in the building. We're here to wish everybody a very, very special happy holidays.
And stay safe.
Making a difference in the community. WBOK 1230 AM. Here we go. The Reality Check on WBOK 1230 AM.
We're following breaking news right now. Mayor LaToya Cantrell's administration just responded to the decision to remove the banners for Mayor-elect Helena Moreno's inauguration from Gallier Hall. In a statement, the city spokesperson says, quote, Gallier Hall hosts a full calendar of events, and each event may request various uses of the historic building. It goes on to say Gallier Hall works to accommodate the needs of individuals and organizations on an event-by-event basis. And, quote, the mayor-elect's team has the right to put forth their plans. The city respects that process, end quote. Moreno's team says it received approval last week to install inauguration banners, which were paid for with private funds.
Something is rather fishy.
You know
in
what?
in that video.
But forget what I think. I'm on 504.
I saw you up there on that lift.
You saw me up
Yeah,
there?
so lift,
I was doing my job.
You was dropping them, and Nooney was down there catching them.
And Nunu was like, let him go, Gerard. Let him go. Let him go.
I got him.
I got him. Oh, no. Sounded like Mr. Bill. Oh, no. I'm just trying to figure out what y'all think. 504-582-9422. Because I don't want to be Debbie Downer. I really don't. I really do not want to be Debbie Downer. But you can be if you want to be. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking to myself that I just want to let everybody else speak about it. I'm not going to do it and tell everybody that, she the mayor. Now, here go the question. And I think this is a question that is supposed to be. Are you just telling everybody that you had permission to do it there, Helena? Y'all don't have no signed documentation? I'm just saying. Your conversation pieces with the mayor in recent years has not been the best of conversations. It hasn't been. So, with something that is going to be seen by many over the next couple of years, or something that's going to be seen by many in the next couple of weeks, I'll say weeks, not years. We know that your relationship with the Cantrell administration, from the time that the King of Spain came down, y'all remember? She asked, could she go and be on the tarmac when the King of Spain was coming down, and she told her no. And then by the time that the mayor had gotten there to the tarmac at the airport to meet and greet the King of Spain, Helena was already there, even though she told her no. And let's go back a little bit more. Now, I held this in. I wasn't going to say this. I just said, keep that in. Y'all know that Cantrell has said no, vetoed the budget that they put together for next year. And she said, oh, no, veto it. She vetoed it. And everybody jumped on her for vetoing it. And she's made it a point to tell everybody, I vetoed it because in this budget, I saw at least $75 million of one-time monies that's not guaranteed. That monies is not guaranteed, and you're counting it as a part of the budget. And if it fails and you don't get what you're projecting, where the money going to come from? So that's why I vetoed it. So what I did not say in this whole scenario of this veto, because they already went around and see, can they override the veto through city council, right? My question in this whole scenario is, what's the difference in what y'all said about her budget? That they had one-time money in it, and that couldn't be used, and one-time monies is not a good thing. What's the difference? Because y'all said the same thing about her, and you did the same thing, and you expect her to not veto it, but you said the same thing about her budget. I'm just saying, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. oh, but when you say stuff like that, then you must be on her side. No, I don't want us to be in $160 million debt again, and we sit back and wondering how in the hell we gonna get our money back. The third part of that is those your banners. And you're saying that you already had permission from the Cantrell administration to hang them. Well, we're living in some precarious times right now, wouldn't you say? Very precarious. And I'm looking around and saying to myself, I ain't taking nobody's word for doo-doo, jack, squat. Somebody show me an email. Somebody show me a signed letter. Somebody show me a communique that says, can I? And a communique that comes back that says, yes, you can. I sound like Barack Obama. Yes, you can. So I don't have to hear that she said, we said, and she said, and he said. I want to see the written communique between the two administrations. You can show me that, I'll tell you who's wrong. If you can't show me that, I know who's wrong. You all have not been the best of friends ever. So what makes you think I'm going to take your word for something? There we go. What you say, George?
Man, bro, how you doing, bro?
What's going on with you?
My brother outside frying fish, bro, and I'm listening to the crackling of the grease and the smelling of the good, bro. All I can say is a good day to fry fish outside.
All righty then.
Hey, but look here. I read that article in NOLA.com, which I don't like going to them anyway because they're so biased in their opinions, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I left my scathing remarks on there about this issue. I said the following. I ain't no big fan of the mayor, and I think I voiced that opinion quite a few times in this broadcast, right? About all of the things that she let go by that she could have had a big impact on progress for black people in this city, but she went on vacation. She got reelected because she did the right thing, closing the city down, and she drew the ire of all of those people who didn't want to shut this city down and watch black people die and their families die, right? So, but as far as them banners go, bruh, I'm like, hey, Keith, you do what you got to do, baby, because I ain't mad at you. They're trying to put you in jail just because you went on vacation and who your lover was in life. Ain't nobody's business anyway. So all them other points that you brought up, bruh, I'm like, hey, see that? It's good to have reflection information. See,
I'm sorry, bro. I gotta. Go ahead.
People gonna want. People gonna want to put you in the middle of something, bro. You just gave us some reflective information. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Something to think about.
Well, one thing I know, and those of you that have dealt with the mayor, whether she was mayor, city council, any other office that she was in during that time, I'm gonna just be honest with you. Mayor LaToya Cantrell, don't give a damn what you think. if she said that's the way that it is, she meant that's the way that it is. And don't give a damn what none of the media or anybody else say. And if you don't like it, you can kiss the crack of her fingers.
Woo! Shut your mouth, man.
Mm-hmm. I said fingers.
So this ain't nothing new for her then.
Yeah. It's always been that way. She has always had her own opinion. And when people jump the gun and do things that she don't like. See, all right, there's an MO here. And I mean, I've had a shouting match with the mayor at one point in time. it was like once or twice, not something that we continuously do, because I respect her for not only as a woman and who she is, I respect her as her position. So one of the things that I know about Mayor LaToya Cantrell, when she done made her mind up or you done pissed her off, she gonna go the opposite direction and she gonna stick with it because you need to be taught a lesson. And she's just that way. She's not going to go with you because one of the things that you need to understand is that she takes her position and says, this is who I am and you're going to respect it. So evidently, for her to say, take them down, I'm feeling that there had to be some type of disrespect there. Because at the end of the day, she's still the mayor. I don't care who else you talk to. Did you talk to me? And for you to say that you did talk to me, where's it in writing? I'd like to see the email. Did somebody sign off on it? Did you get a reply? You trying to tell me that you know that we've had a contentious relationship the entire time that I've been in office? And
the whole time.
And now you going to say that you asked me for something and it didn't happen that way? No, this relationship ain't changed. It didn't. So
hold on, bro. Is that the same Gallia Hall where them carnival people disrespected that mayor? I mean, profoundly disrespected that mayor, bro. Is that the same point at that same place?
Yeah, but it ain't. Don't. I mean, those are two separate incidents, and don't forget.
I know they are, bro. But
it's
I'm
the
like,
same. It's the same Gallia Hall that your former mayor Mitch Landrieu took down Ray Nagin's portrait and put it in a closet.
Ooh, don't see that, bruh.
And LaToya Cantrell came out and took that portrait out of the closet and hung it up on the wall.
Bruh, that same Gallia Hall got its own history, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
I'm like, look, bruh. Like I said, I ain't never been no big fan of this mayor for only one particular reason, right? That is, as far as I'm concerned, she did not do as much as she could have done to promote black progress in this city. I was expecting that out of her, anybody else. But maybe there's things that happen that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Things that happen that didn't make the press. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But as far as Miss Marino go, I ain't no fan there either. Not even coming in. I know everybody say you got to give her a chance, see what she going to be about. I'm all up in that corner too. But I'm like, hey, they going to call you petty, Titi, baby, live up to who you are. Be who you are. Let them call you. And what you said, she don't give a rat's behind anywhere, bro.
So at the end of the day, is this petty or is she right?
Hey, now that's a question. You see, I told you be asking them reflective questions. So I'm with you. Let's see the memo. Where's the memo? Where are the tapes? Bro, who got the tapes of the conversation? Where they at? Where's the proof? What's the evidence?
So what do you think?
Who, me? I gotta wait and see now. Because I'm like, anywhere it go, you know, she done what she did, bro. I'm gonna be like this. She is the mayor, and there's a couple of people out there who said, you know, Marino, you might have been a little premature in your actions, a whole month premature and all that. I'm like, hey, look, if the mayor see fit to say, hey, look, your turn up next, get off my back.
Yeah. Well,
before I go, I'm going to say this to all my friends and listeners. If you ain't listening to WBOK radio station all day long, especially when you get to Gerard G-Man Stevens and the reality check with Wickety Wick on the backboard doing his thing on the music, boy, y'all should tune in to Wick. Hey, you're going to miss out on these curious and serious black facts, questions, and information you need to be knowing. That's all I got to say.
Goodbye, George.
Love y'all. Keep doing what you do.
Goodbye. All right. So let me also say this too, that anybody that has anything to say about anything. It's the same thing that you have when you have trolls that don't like what you say. That just lets me know that, you know, you're doing something right when you have trolls. Good Lord. Who cares? Who really cares? And I'm thinking about something else. Whether we don't like what happened and whether we agree or disagree, I really don't care what you think about me. This ain't got nothing to do with me. And so they send up and say stuff, ooh, like this fool Travis or whoever he is on right now saying something about the radio station and me. I really don't care, dude. You sitting in your drawers with your cowboy hat on and a damn diaper, typing on the computer right now, thinking that you affected me. I'm going to say what I got to say, and I'm going to say it again so that you don't. If you don't like it, you can get off. If you don't like what I say, you ain't got to listen. At all. At all. Who cares? So that's why I open up the telephone lines and try to get everybody to understand something. Your opinion will be heard. 504-582-9422. And don't forget, we started off with petty. Is it petty? But what we don't have with everybody else, and I don't know why everybody else has not read this yet, we have an official statement because we asked. And it reads as follows. Gallia Hall hosts a full calendar of events, and each event may request various uses of the historic building. These requests may include, but are not limited to, exterior and interior signage specific to that event. As an event space, Gallia Hall works to accommodate the needs of individuals and organizations on an event-by-event basis. This approach is consistent with how most City of New Orleans venues operate when hosting a diverse range of events. For example, when downtown hotels serve as host hotels for iconic events, such as the French Quarter Festival or the Jazz and Heritage Festival, signage is displayed for the duration of the event and removed once the event concludes. Similarly, when the Caesars Superdome hosts major concerts, such as Taylor Swift's Eras Tour, all event-specific branding and signage are removed following the conclusion of the event. This is a standard business practice across venues throughout the City of New Orleans. Signage is used on an event-by-event basis. Additionally, as stated multiple times, the mayor-elect's team has the right to put forth their plans. The city respects that process. And that comes from the Deputy Director of Communications and Special Assistant to the Mayor. And that's the statement. So what you think? All right, 504-582-9422 is the number. 504-582-9422. Interesting. All right, more coming up, y'all. Everybody hold tight.
New Orleans, are you ready? A fresh voice in the city is here, bringing you the beats, the culture, and the stories that matter. From local music and food to real talk on what's happening in the streets. We've got you covered. Stay tapped in. Follow us on all platforms at WBLK 1230 for the latest updates and exclusive content. Your city, your culture, your news. Don't just hear about it, be about it. Follow WBLK 1230 now.
You've got responsibilities, but that doesn't mean your dreams are on hold. At Southern University at New Orleans, our evening and weekend college is designed with your life in mind. Finish your degree, start a new one, on your time, your degree, your schedule. No excuses, just opportunity. Visit suno.edu and make your next move today.
Meet Leanna, a part-time chef and full-time mom. In the past, Leanna didn't have health insurance because she didn't think she could afford it. What she didn't realize is she qualified for Medicaid. She loves the coverage and peace of mind that comes with high-quality care. The kind of care you get with Healthy Blue. This is Medicaid, and it's for more people than you think. Maybe even you. To see if you qualify, go to myhealthybluela.com.
This is The Law in Your Legacy. I'm attorney Pete Hamilton.
I'm attorney Ryan Hamilton. Comparing the cost of wills, successions, and trusts.
A will might only be a few $100s, but your family could end up paying more in legal fees.
Trust costs more upfront, but saves time, stress, and potentially thousands.
Think of it as paying a little now to avoid a big bill later. Smart planning means big savings for your family. This is not legal advice. That's just a tip brought to you by Liberty Bank and Trust. For more information, go to libertybank.net or contact us at 504-915-5016.
New Schools for New Orleans would like to wish all of our city's educators and families a happy holidays. As you prepare, remember to connect with family and friends, reflect on the fall semester, and set new goals for the new year. We appreciate everything you do.
Hey, it's D. Riley of the 90s Hits, wishing you and your family a happy holiday season.
Get in on the conversation at 504-582-9422. Here we go. The Reality Check on WBOK 1230 AM.
All right, folks. I looked at this and said to myself, and I said to myself, self said, huh? If you were the mayor, lame duck or not, and the next administration was trying to move in on you, and it just seemed like there was, we're going to put our stuff up. We want to do this, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Is that too aggressive? Is that petty to pull it down? Should she wait? Because I'm seeing a whole bunch of adjectives that are being used going both ways. Some for TD, some for Helena. Those that don't like her, make it real interesting. When I say don't like her, I'm talking about the mayor. They make it real interesting for us because, oh, y'all shouldn't be talking about it. Who y'all think y'all are? We know who you're going to be for. Really? You do? Good for you. I could care less. But my question, and my question will stay in this whole scenario, petty or not petty? Is this, I don't want to call it revenge. You don't want to call this revenge. Spite? Is that a good word to use? Petty? What is it? You think it's petty? You think you said petty?
Petty.
You think it's petty? Why you think it's petty?
I mean, what other reason would she have to keep let them stay up there?
You hear the statement I just read?
Yeah, I'm back here editing, bro. I heard you say, "What do you think?" I said, "Petty."
Yeah, but the individual statement that I wrote was like, look, you got individuals and you got organizations that are going to be using the inside and outside of this hall,
right?
Gallia Hall.
Yeah.
We have to respect what we have to do and the duration of who's using the building.
Right.
You just can't put your stuff up and be like, oh, okay, cool. But I'd like to see something else. I would like to see what the calendar says.
I mean,
what's
actually,
on the calendar that prevents them from hanging those banners?
the thing is, I mean, she's still the mayor, so Latoya.
But that's what
Mayor
I look
Cantrell is still the mayor.
Yeah.
So she can do what she wants. She can say how she feels about it and do what she feels.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing to stop her from doing that.
And that's what I think. I just said, and that's why I look at this whole scenario and I say, okay, if that's a press release that they're just going with, I would probably be a little bit more direct if that's not the whole scenario. I need everybody to understand something. Is she the mayor? And if she said she spoke to me about hanging those banners up, with their contentious relationship over the number of years that they've been compadres on the city council to now, you don't have nothing in writing?
Okay, I mean,
you don't have one sheet in writing that you could say, hey, look, I asked her and she signed off on it.
this is how I look at it from the other side. The banners served their purpose already. What purpose are they serving to stay up?
I think they just want it close to her inauguration. But if you want it close to her inauguration, put it up next year.
Yeah, put it up a few days before or a week before.
Right. Not now.
No.
You're not the mayor yet. Put it closer to your inauguration.
Maybe it's just a test run.
Maybe it's what?
Maybe it's just a test run.
A test of what?
That's how they gonna look. Okay.
No, bro.
Just leave them up there.
Yeah, they can get a graphic person to do that to say.
He drove by. What the?
Take that shit down. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh, What she said? Oh, take it down. Take it down. I don't think that. Well, it's fully appropriate. I don't think that it's fully appropriate for her to be acting completely like she's the mayor. Now, as far as the issue is who's the mayor, we already know she's the mayor. We can't wait. We can't wait. It's only 2 more weeks. Can't wait. Come on, what we doing? You can't wait? Just wait a minute. And go from there. And remember something else. There can't be 2 mayors of the city. Can't be 2 mayors. It's only one. Whether you want it to be or not, whatever your political beliefs are, that's on you. But she's elected until, January the 12th? She is the mayor till 12 noon on January the 12th. And if she said take them down, take them down. Now, to solve the issue of if this is petty or not,
I'll give you petty. She'll wait until 11:59 and say drop them. And then 12 noon, they got to put them back up. That's petty.
My whole point is, if they down and she didn't say and authorize them to be up, that's what she did. If you want to fight it, okay. Show me some form of communication that your folks had with my folks, and we can sign off on this and we'll put it up. It's apparent that she did not want it up. The only other time that we saw something like that go up on Gallia Hall was with whose administration? You know who? You know who? You don't know. Remember those banners? They've been up before. This is not a one-time thing. They've been up through somebody else's administration. Whose administration was it? Come on now. Come on. Wasn't Ray Nagin.
Mark?
Mm-mm.
Not Mark?
Mm-mm.
Lil Chemo?
It was Lil Chemo. Lil Chemo had those. That's Mitchell J. Landry. For those of you that are just tuning in, don't know who that is. He had banners hanging from the ceiling of Gallia Hall. So what does this tell you about who's being impersonated and what's being impersonated? It tells me that this new administration to come is getting ready to have a lot of influences from the Landry administration. What? Yes. Y'all think about something. The banners coming from the top of Gallia Hall, that's what Mitch had on his. And then the other thing, look at the administration of Mitchell J. Landry. He had what? Deputy mayors. He had deputy mayors. Guess what we got? Deputy mayors. Sounds like to me we're headed back to the same old, same old. That's what it sounds like. Because there's starting to be little inklets or inklings of these things that were in the former mayor's administration that are now going to be in this new administration. The $200,000 plus salaries for what, at least six folks who was in that administration. You got to remember, you had wasn't Laparollery in that administration. We also know that the Homeland Security advisor was the former chief of police. We'll see. But it's starting to really come through. I wouldn't be surprised for those of you that like Petty if this comes to an end. This ain't the end. This is not the end. Now, the other question is, and you make a good point, Maddie. What's the accomplishments of this administration? Because she put it out. I'm talking about Mayor Cantrell. She put out the accomplishments of this administration, and they told her a new one on the other media stations. They told her, I mean, they were checking for hemorrhoids about the things that she said she was responsible for and her accomplishments. But is it true? You can tell us about that too. All right, y'all, 504-582-9422 is my number. We got more coming up. We got to take a break and do some news. We'll come right back with more of your comments, y'all. Everybody hold tight.
Campus of Xavier University.
Look.
WBOK Go and Equity Media Station.
I'm Misty Jordan with BIN News Now. President Trump is doubling down on his comments, blaming the deaths of Hollywood director Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle on, quote, Trump derangement syndrome.
I think he hurt himself in career-wise. So I was not a fan of Rob Reiner at all in any way, shape, or form. I thought he was very bad for our country.
Trump said Reiner was, quote, known to have driven people crazy by his raging obsession of President Donald J. Trump. Police in Miami are investigating after a woman was found dead inside of a freezer at a Dollar Tree store. An employee made the discovery Sunday. The victim is a 32-year-old physician and mother of two. It's believed she walked into the freezer Saturday before the store closed. And Merriam-Webster is selecting slop as its 2025 Word of the Year. Get BIN News now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Here we go. The reality check on WBOK 1230 AM.
All right, folks. Man, we need to get some real answers here instead of, just making it up as we go. I'm going to get some real answers. I need to ask some questions. Galloway, what you say?
Oh, brother, I was just like peroxide. I'm bubbling in the cut.
Oh, bro, you bubbling in the cut?
That's it. Listen, let me tell you this. The question you should have been asking, was it petty for Helena to put them signs up? That's where the petty part comes in.
I don't know. But on the part, Galloway, I don't know, is the fact that if you put those signs up, did you have permission to do it? If you had permission to do it, because she's saying, that's what she's saying, that she had permission to do it. She talked to the administration, and they said it was okay for her to put them up. So if you put them up and they said okay.
Tell her put a name on it. Tell her put a name on it.
But my point is this. I don't think that somebody said it's okay. Don't put a name on it. Show me the signed document that says it's okay to put them up.
That'll work too. Because I don't think it's petty at all. Listen, I remixed it. I put the video up there. I put Nuck if you buck up there when they was taking them things down. I'm saying, Nuck if you buck, Nuck, and as they was coming down. I said, man, the one that bothers me the most is says our culture. What the hell is Helena's culture? Is it New Orleans?
No.
Is it Louisiana?
No.
Hers is Veracruz, Mexico. She better put a sombrero on and be happy somewhere.
Yes,
that woman been acting like she's been the mayor since election night. She's been all gas, no brakes, thinking that she really runs the city. Listen, Helena, and your bots, you can't pay me $38,000 to silence me. Mm-hmm. I ain't one of them Negro ministers or preachers, and I'm not Cedric or Troy. I'm going to say what I want to say about you. Because them folks that's sitting up there telling me I'm wrong for keep bringing up her doing it, her crash derby, running over people in cars, I'm going to keep telling it. You ain't go to jail. You ain't even get drug tested. So I don't think the mayor's petty. I'm going to keep it up. Listen, when I come down there for that Martin Luther King Day, I want to see if she's going to be out there in that parade. Let's go tell, that's one of her first events after she get inaugurated. Because I got a sign for her. Ooh, boy. I can't tell you what it's going to say on air because it ain't going to be pretty. But I got something for her. I'm not giving her no chance. Anytime this woman walk around thinking that, and folks calling her Madam Mayor or Madam Mayor-elect and all, what? No. You had 8 years working with Cantrell. I guarantee you they haven't had 5 conversations. Right or wrong?
I believe that.
Exactly. See, this woman, listen, Helena is one of those liberal hippie Democrats that thinks that she's above black people. Yeah, I'll hire you, but I'm the boss.
I tell you what bothered me about this whole issue of politics in this city. If you ever went to City Hall and went through the magnetometers, got on the elevator, got off on the second floor, if you're facing the street of City Hall, to the left to go through that door is the city council. If you go to the right, that's the mayor. They are just a hallway across from one another. And to know that we are in the same building, not 500 steps away from each other, and there was never really a conversation that happened between them, that's scary.
That's what she wanted. Listen, you part of the conspiracy party? I am the king of petty. Yes, Helena, you and JP worked together and used $800,000 to investigate Mary Cantrell to find out who she was making love to, while you and your old lady was out making love, JP and Helena. Huh? You want to answer that question? Helena, you worried about that? I still got that little birdie telling me that you and that granddaughter from the Saints, y'all still doing a little bumping and grinding.
Yes,
but
indeed.
I'm gonna keep it real as gangster. I ain't giving this woman no chance at all. This woman thinks that we are dumb and stupid, that she can sit there and hire a half-black staff. But listen, all skin folk and kinfolk.
So what do
we
you
know
think
really
about this
all
whole
about these
scenario?
people?
Do you think this is petty, or do you think that this is warranted by Helena?
It's warranted. I almost said something. Tell that woman to stay in her place. When come January 10th or 12th, then it's your time. You do what you want to do. But I tell you, every snap, crackle, and pop, I'm calling. Fix it. That's what I'm going to tell her. Fix it. All these folks sitting up there making all these jokes about this woman going to jail, but y'all voted for a president who was convicted 34 times.
Mm-hmm.
That's Helena people. Them folks from uptown. That 70% of Caucasian people. Y'all voted for Donald Trump. We ain't crazy. Y'all just don't want to see a black person do anything. But it's fine. Now it's your turn to have Latacaria up there in office. Let's see. I bet she won't be walking around on them same streets with them potholes in there. I bet you that much. She worried about how many cars somebody got. Helena, you don't need to drive nothing. You don't even need to drive a go-kart nowhere, sweetheart. Sit down somewhere. This ain't going to be the 4 years that you want coming from me. I'm ready. I'm gearing up. Now, Gerard, you have a nice day. I'm going to this Christmas party, and I'm going to get full of old English 800, and I'll holler at you tomorrow.
Oh, you're doing the Christmas party today. Yes, indeed. Watch out, y'all. Yeah, watch out. Make sure he got a driver. That's all I'm saying. Mm-hmm. All right, Galloway. Yes, indeed. I just think we got to be able to, and I think it is petty. I think at some point that this is petty. Now, understand something. I didn't say who it was petty on. I did not say who I said it was petty on. Sometimes, and this is the other part of this that goes along with this conversation. Sometimes, when you perceive that pettiness is from the people that do the deed, you may not know the whole story. Meaning that just because you saw the people from the Department of Public Works taking down the signs ordered by the mayor doesn't necessarily mean that she's petty. What? Yes. Let me say it again. Because there could be ill intent to hang those banners without the okay of the mayor, and you hung them anyway because you being petty. We don't know. We don't know. But how do you not make a spectacle of taking them down? And I can almost guarantee that the folks who got that information, somebody took it and said, here you go, Mr. Media or Miss Media. Put that on your news just to get a rise out of you and me. That was just to get a rise. Oh, we got a story. Everybody go out there and film it. Because I would ask you this. How would the media know to go out there at a certain time of the day How would it know to go out there and know when they're going to remove those signs so that you can get video footage and take it and put it on the news? Do you really think that the cameraman going to wait all day long? They got other stories they got to shoot. But how would you know what time that they were going to go out there and remove those cans? Remove those banners. I can remember, and I got to agree with some folks here because I'll never forget sitting down and having the conversation with Mr. Barabino. Because Larry been working with the city through all the way through the Nagin administration as that guy that did all the stuff for HUD. I mean, he's always been a hustler, not for HUD, for not Parks and Recreation, for what you call it, for our kids. And I can remember when Larry got certain corporations to come in and lay down the foundation and making sure that they put together a lot of those basketball courts so those kids could play at the Millennium Boys Home. That was at Parks and Recreation. And I think it was Nike or one of those shoe companies. I think it was Nike. That came in and put down the floor for the basketball courts. And they wrote on that floor, this new gymnasium floor, Nord, yeah. Thank you, Paul. This new floor is being brought to you by the company, Nike, and your mayor, Mayor Ray Nagin. Y'all remember that? And then afterwards, Mitch Landrieu came in and had those floors repainted to take Ray Nagin's name off of those floors and to also remove the plaques off of those new district police stations that Ray Nagin had put together and had his architects do. Y'all remember that? He removed those plaques off the side of those buildings so Ray Nagin's name wouldn't be on the floors of those basketball courts and would not be on the sides of those brand new police stations. I remember that like it was yesterday. I remember that like it was yesterday. And then had Ray Nagin's portrait that was hung in Gallier Hall taken down, and put it in a closet in Gallier Hall. It was Mayor Cantrell that came back in Gallier Hall and took Ray Nagin's portrait out of that closet and hung it back on the wall. I lost so much respect for that man, and y'all standing up there doing Mardi Gras talking about, look at that mayor. He can wobble. But anyway, I mean, there's so much to be said about this. There's so much to be said that it's almost deafening without people even saying nothing. It can probably go down racial lines. It can probably go down folks that are looking at it and saying, I just don't like her, or I just don't like him, or I don't like the new mayor, or I don't like the old mayor. That's on you. It really is. It's on you. I can't tell you who to like, can't tell you who to dislike. My question was to you, was this petty or necessary? Which part of it? T-Bone.
What's going on, brother?
What's going on with
Thanks for letting me through, Wick. It is petty. But let me tell you something. If you ever, well, wait, hold up. Let me do my disclaimer first. Here's my conspiracy theory card on the table right now. That, excuse me, still under the weather, brother. If you need any further evidence that the power elite, the shadow elite government is involved with Helena Moreno getting elected, there's your sign right there. They did the same thing when they got C. Ray Nagin out.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. Think about that. The minute that man got on a podium and said he wanted New Orleans to be a chocolate city again, they're like, oh no, we're going to nail his you-know-what to the wall now. No. They pulled out their little file cabinet. They had their folder on the side with his name on it. And that's when the stories started getting cooked up and put out there that he had did something that was criminal. Criminal. Now, here's the thing. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't help it. I got it.
I'm about to ask Wick to go get me a mask up in here just in case, because it's coming through the radio. Good Lord.
I ain't got that yet, because if it had, smell-o-vision would have been better.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. We need some Theraflu or something, bro. What you got?
Oh, the other day I found out it is a cold, because my whole house is down right now, bro.
Oh, man, I hope y'all feel better.
Man, I thank you, bro. I'm just glad it's not. Thank God it's not COVID.
Right.
Thank God it's not the walking pneumonia. And thoughts and prayers go out to Michael Ward's family, because I was just working with that brother over by Delgado, just starting to get to know him, and I just found out he had been passed. And I was like, man, I just saw him. Anyway, thoughts and prayers go out to your family. But they did the exact same thing. The exact same thing. That's when all the stories came out, if y'all remember. The man was getting reelected to mayor of the city. Why? Because he's the only person that stood up for the whole city.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody was trying to save New Orleans at that time. It was sinking and drowned. All you saw was all the negative press that came out about Katrina. All you saw was people's bodies. You saw what happened by the Dome. You saw what happened by the Rivergate. You saw people that had been passed away trying to wait for help. And this man stood. He stood like a captain with his ship, was going down with the ship.
Yep.
Got on the radio, sat up there and said, we need to get off our asses and do something. This is the worst national disaster in the history of the U.S. If that man don't make a cry, a plea, a humanistic plea for this city, we'd have been worse than this.
Mm-hmm.
that's what people tend to forget. All of a sudden, when you talk to people about where they, oh, he's a criminal, and when that was a criminal, but y'all reelected him, and we knew what was going on with him when that was at the time we reelected him. Remember that?
Yeah.
So now you're going to demonize this woman, our first female black mayor. Now, don't get me wrong. From a moral standpoint, you can go back and forth morally. But let me tell you something. If you think that every single politician, including Moreno, is perfect and honest, and all of a sudden when they are not, they are wrong to you, I'm going to say it again. I got some waterfront property I want to sell you.
Yeah.
And we have the prime example sitting at the White House right now. This man was convicted, was found guilty by a jury of his peers, and is still doing criminal stuff. Still. We finally know what's going on with Venezuela.
Mm-hmm.
That's about oil.
Yeah. Well,
it has nothing to do with drugs. You ain't seen a single kilo come back from the DOJ or from the Homeland Security.
Okay. Well, let me keep you on track because you losing off track here. So my question to you is it petty? And if it is petty, on what side is it petty?
Absolutely petty. Absolutely petty.
And who's petty? Which one is petty?
If you go through New Orleans history, you're going to find something bad about every single mayor. Every single mayor. You're going to find some stuff about governors, too.
Yeah.
Hello, Huey P. Long.
Stay on track with me now. I'm just trying to figure out which one of these people is petty.
I say J.P. Morale and Moreno is petty.
Oh, so you think they petty? You don't think the mayor's petty. You think that they're petty.
For them to remove her name from plaques of stuff that she actually did that was not detrimental to the city, that was great for the city.
Who did that?
That helped the city. Huh?
Who did that?
That's what you said she did, right? They removed her name from different things?
No, sir. I did not say that. No.
Okay. I'm my bad. I apologize. Let me put my card back in my pocket.
Yeah, put your card back in there because,
okay.
I need you to get some Theraflu, get some warm water. I need you to get home and get underneath the sheets because it's going to make you sweat.
Bro, I done tried all kinds of stuff. It's still not going. I'm about to do the old school bay leaf on tonight, man.
Yeah. Yes,
I did hot toddy the other day, and I thought I was going to be straight, and they came back. I'm like, really?
Oh, Lord. Ugh. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
You're going to make it through that. But, look, I got to take my break, man. I got to take my break.
All right, y'all.
All right, get some rest,
Happy
man.
holidays if I don't call y'all. I'm going to be celebrating my birthday tomorrow. Thank the Lord.
Happy birthday, T-Bone.
Man.
What you going to be, 40?
53.
Oh, man, go ahead on. You still a young baby.
53.
Still a young baby.
Oh, man, look, only by his grace, man.
Nah, I hope you feel better for your birthday, too, dog, boy.
Thanks, man. Y'all
all right,
take
brother.
it easy.
Get you some rest.
All right.
More coming up, y'all. We got the councilman on the line here. We'll talk to Councilman Oliver Thomas next. Everybody hold tight.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat, brought to you by FidelityWealthManagement.com. Comedian Drewski has built a massive following for himself, and it all started by making funny videos and sharing them on social media. Despite making it big as a grassroots self-made social media star, Drewski doesn't have any plans to strike a big deal with a traditional media company. In a conversation with Bloomberg, he talked about how another celebrity comedian with a more conventional rise is influencing his decision to stay independent.
I looked up to, the Adam Sandler story of how he built up Happy Madison and just all his movies. And so I wanted to do the same for mine.
Drewski says he does have big name partnerships, but makes sure he maintains creative control. And he reinvests earnings from these deals back into his own brand.
If Nike gives me $1 million check, I don't go and put that in my pocket or try to go get a bunch of cool stuff. Mm-hmm. I'll go and try to spend that money on one of the episodes of my TV show.
I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
With Fidelity Wealth Management, a dedicated advisor gets to know you and your goals to build a comprehensive plan to help grow and protect your wealth. Backed by a team of specialists, they'll analyze all your accounts, even the ones they don't manage, to keep an eye on taxes and provide proactive portfolio insights that can help you unlock your wealth's full potential. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE SIPC.
Getting more as a MyLowe's Pro Rewards member is easier than ever with the Lowe's app. Download it today and earn 500 points the first time you log in. Plus, your digital wallet helps you scan, save, earn, and access what you need to manage it all in one place. Download the Lowe's app and take advantage of your Pro benefits today. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid 12/125 through 1/7/26. Offer valid for first login per organization only. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Additional restrictions apply. Visit Lowe's.com/terms for more details. Subject to change.
It's Off the Top with Norman Robinson on WBOK 1230 AM.
In recent days, a growing number of people in the New Orleans area have expressed deep concern over the presence of ICE and Border Patrol agents executing immigration raids while wearing face masks and concealing their identities. This is not just unusual, it is unsettling and for many downright frightening. Mayor-elect Helena Moreno and New Orleans Police Chief Ann Kirkpatrick echoed these public concerns, calling attention to what they describe as a troubling pattern of conduct by the U.S. Customs and Border Protection Agency in other American cities. They worry that the practice of covering faces and wearing unmarked uniforms during raids raises serious safety and constitutional issues. And they're right. We live in a state where residents are legally allowed to carry concealed firearms without a permit. So, just imagine the potential confusion and danger when a masked, unidentified person approaches a citizen, grabs them, or attempts to detain them without any visible indication of legal authority. That's right. In a moment of misunderstanding or fear, tragedy can happen before anyone can realize what's taking place. No, this is not about whether immigration laws should be enforced. It's about how they are enforced and whether the people in the New Orleans area can trust that the individuals confronting them are legitimate officers operating within legal boundaries and respecting everyone's rights. Mayor-elect Moreno has pledged to use every tool at her disposal to protect residents, including connecting people with attorneys offering free legal advice. This is an important step, but it is also a quick reminder of just how quickly community trust can erode when the lines between law enforcement and intimidation become blurred. Law enforcement agencies must conduct themselves in ways that build confidence, not fear. Identification is not optional. Accountability is not optional. Masked enforcement surely sends a message, but it's not the message a democracy ought to send. This is Norman Robinson, Off the Top.
Trying to grow your business or increase traffic to your location? We can help. WBOK 1230 AM has a number of solutions that will meet your individual needs. Give one of our consultants a call today at 504-582-9420 or email us at info@wbok1230.com. And remember, an investment with WBOK is an investment in our community. Call today.
Tired of the impersonal, one-size-fit-all style of banking? You deserve a bank that delivers exceptional service and personalized attention to your needs. That's the Home Bank Standard. Since 1908, Home Bank has been a trusted financial partner for businesses and families because we go the extra mile to help you reach your goals. See for yourself why Home Bank is good for business, good for life. Stop by any New Orleans area location or find out more at home24bank.com. Home Bank, member FDIC.
Are you passionate about community safety and police accountability? Tune in to The Monitor's Mic, where we talk about oversight, policing, and you. Hosted by the Office of Independent Police Monitor, we're here to shine a light on policing issues that matter, from real-time policing updates to in-depth interviews. Get the facts and stay informed. We're breaking down complex issues, highlighting community voices, and holding people behind the badge accountable. Join us for an informative hour every Friday at noon on WBOK. Your city, your police, your show. The Monitor's Mic.
You've got responsibilities, but that doesn't mean your dreams are on hold.
At Southern University at New Orleans, our evening and weekend college is designed with your life in mind. Finish your degree. Start a new one. On your time. Your degree. Your schedule. No excuses. Just opportunity. Visit suno.edu and make your next move today.
The Historic New Orleans Collection presents a new exhibition open through June 7th, 2026, The Trail They Blazed. Built collaboratively with people who participated in the local civil rights movement, The Trail They Blazed presents stories of social and racial justice straight from the people who lived them. Listen to leaders tell their stories of resistance and persistence in their own voices, recorded by the Historic New Orleans Collection. Plan your visit to 520 Royal Street in the French Quarter and reserve your free tickets at hnoc.org today.
Happy holidays, everybody. This is Graylin Brown Banks of the world's largest front porch, wishing each and every one of you a very joyous holiday season. Stay safe and practice random acts of kindness. Peace.
Making a difference in the community. WBOK 1230 AM. Here we go. The reality check on WBOK 1230 AM.
All right, folks, welcome back. Don't forget, at 6 o'clock today, we've got conversation with Carrie and Arnie. They're going to be here to have some more conversation with you starting at 6 today.
Just Arnie today.
Just Arnie? Okay. All right, so make sure you check out Arnie today at 6 o'clock. Something I didn't do on yesterday that I should have done, and I apologize to my boy, Graylin Banks, as I was wrapped up into all the conversation about Michael Ward passing. Understand that one of Graylin's relatives also passed too. So to our family here, Graylin Banks, I don't want you to think that we forgot about you. So my condolences to you and your family for the loss of your loved one. Joining us now, the councilman extraordinaire is on the phone with us, Councilman Oliver Thomas. Councilman?
Hey, Gerard, how you doing, man?
Good, how
and
you
also
doing?
My condolences to the Banks family, and of course, Lindsay and Michael Ward and their kids, and to their family. Lindsay and I spoke today. She's working on, of course, some stuff. So she really appreciates, man, everybody's love and affection, and for everybody at the station, man. They really do appreciate the prayers and condolences and the remarks. And she told me, she said, I hope everybody just kind of waits till she can get back to them, because this has been a
I can imagine she's overwhelmed. She's
Yeah.
overwhelmed.
Yeah.
I mean that's understandable. So because you got to think about Michael is worldwide. This is not something just here.
Yep.
He's worldwide. So
Yep. You're right. You're right.
Let me get to the question here too, because I don't want to be putting you in those situations where you got to choose between the two. But this situation of these banners on Gallia Hall made me go, hold up. Before everybody starts saying, oh, teety petty, teety petty, teety petty, my question is, for something of that nature, wouldn't something have to be signed off on? Somebody had to give somebody some directives to put it up in the first place.
Yeah. Well, I think she said it before with all of us there, and with the public and the press, that there can only be one mayor at a time, one king or queen at a time. And you would hope, and I think she said that comment publicly a few times. So if I was listening, if there was something that I wanted to do that would register with me and check to make sure that it didn't conflict. But, one of us, depending on I think you said it earlier, though, in your commentary, is that about the relationship. Had it been not a contentious, caustic, a volatile relationship, then it probably wouldn't matter, because relationships, friendships, those things do matter. How we gel, how we get along, how is our time? Those things do matter. So I think that had a lot to do with it, and I think you were absolutely right for considering that, saying that, because had it been a different kind of relationship, then maybe it wouldn't have been an issue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I just think that this has been going on for ever and a day. This is nothing new, but the relationship between the two of them has not been the best. And I just don't know who gonna get the last stab at doing what beforehand. But we've seen these things continuously go on. So surprising, yes, but not surprising, yes.
Yeah, and I think if somebody's a friend of yours, they can take certain liberties that somebody who's not can.
Right.
If you got a decent relationship with somebody, you can take certain liberties that you can. You can get away with certain things, but if you've been fighting, calling them corrupt, complicit, incompetent,
right,
it's been a volatile relationship,
right, including your vice president or your president of the council.
Yeah. Now, I don't know that it would have mattered to me or you or other people, but you have to take into consideration, how did you rock with me before that? And especially, I'll go back to what I said earlier. The mayor already kind of put everybody on notice, saying that there's only one mayor, one king or queen at a time, and she said that publicly a few times.
Right. And if she said that, I think that she would say, and I think that anybody would agree with me on this, and that is, if she said it, I don't think she was just saying it just to be saying it. She was saying it for a reason.
No, she was saying it for a reason. Yeah.
Right. And if she said it for a reason, which I do think that she did, then somebody didn't pick it up or they just didn't give a damn.
Yeah, well, I think that's the question ultimately, is that were you paying attention? Did you know who you were dealing with?
Mm-hmm.
Do you respect or consider who you're dealing with? And did you take into consideration whether they rock with you or not, or what kind of relationship y'all had before?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know that. We've seen it blow up one time before, and I'll go back to when the president or whoever that is, that was with Spain, was coming to the city. And was that the King of Spain? I think it was the King of Spain was coming to the city. And there was a conversation that happened between the two of them where she was asking, could she meet him on the tarmac at the airport? And the mayor said, no, I got this. And when the mayor got there, she was already there on the tarmac.
And we're all different, Gerard, and I'll go back to what you said. Had you had a good relationship with somebody, you and I got a great relationship.
Mm-hmm.
If you pull up to the station one day and I'm sitting in the chair for your show and you come, you ain't offended by that. You just gonna ask me to move over and welcome me to be part of the show.
I'm actually gonna ask you to go ahead on and do it so I can go home and take a day off. That's what I'm.
Right. But if I'm on that other station and I'm that little guy criticizing any and everything you do all day, trying to demean what happens with your show,
right?
Then you're gonna tell me, "Hey, man, get your butt out of my seat."
Right.
This ain't your place. So, but it's a different time politically now. The level of political disrespect, the lack of protocol, I've never seen this time around. I've never seen it this bad. Jim Singleton used to constantly remind me when I was a young politician and I would watch him and Dorothy and George Russo, and the more he would say that you have to respect the city, you got to respect the people, and you got to respect the charter,
mm-hmm.
and you have to respect the position.
Well, one of the things, though, Councilman, one of the things,
there should be respect.
I'm not to cut you off, but I wanted to kind of jump in here for a reason, and as we have that conversation about respect, I'm going back on your comments, and you can comment on this one as well, that as this new budget was being put together, which was vetoed by the mayor, I kind of remember you saying something about, I didn't get a chance to look at this because it sounds like you all are hiding. It looks like you all are hiding the information from me. Is that true?
Well, what I said was that I had not been briefed by the transition team,
mm-hmm.
the budget committee, or anyone who was proposing the New Directions budget. until Joe Giarrusso gave me a document with their proposal. I marked that document up, and if you remember when I questioned that I had the level of briefing that I needed, especially as someone who everybody was quoting on the budget now, because I was the only one asked those questions a year ago to Gilbert Montano when everyone was kind of going along with what he was saying. So in my mind, I'm like, if I showed my expertise on this issue and I seem to be the one everybody's quoting, you may want to sit down and talk to me. Maybe I could help. Or maybe I could kind of look at what you're proposing. And then Joe made the comment that, well, I showed it to you, but I made the comment. I said, well, if we're going to tell it like it is, you were supposed to bring me more details.
Right.
And so the level of details had not been gotten. Now, I voted for it because it was the only budget we had. And I think there's enough blame to go around. The pot can't call the kettle black in this process. And I don't know why there isn't a greater effort to get everybody together in spite of themselves. You don't have to like public officials or people to work with them. But that's just the age we're in. And, you know, I tried twice to broker a retreat with the administration and with the council so we could all get in the room and at least get on the same page about the issues that matter.
But I'm a little stumped that you're the only one, if I'm not mistaken, that wrote a letter that said that Montano needed to come back, and you wanted to make sure that he came back to let everybody know, hey, man, what did you do? And tell us where this money went. And
I mentioned it again. Today. The legislative order, Mike Waxback, he agreed with me.
But you're the only one. Why are you the only one?
I don't know. Why has the press been picking and choosing who they want to protect and, you know, who needs to be transparent or who needs to come forward? I don't know. It's a funny, interesting time right now because that letter, other than WBOK, much of the media has tried to avoid calling Mr. Montano to the table and saying, hey, look, help us answer these questions. So hopefully that this doesn't happen again. Also, we can figure out how we got to a major deficit where so many people seem to be saying or acting like they were blindsided.
So one of the things too that, I mean, you know, some of us woke up after these events and elections took place. You know, I'm the president of this group called the Conspiracy Theorists. I am the CEO, and I'm thinking,
you're the chairman.
And I'm thinking to myself that somebody knew that we were in this quagmire before it happened. They just waited until the election was over.
I think it deserves, and the legislative auditor agreed with me in front of the entire council, that it would be helpful if Mr. Montano would come to the table to explain how we got there, because the one thing Auditor Wagensback is going to do is, after helping us get through this, after borrowing the money from the state, he's going to issue recommendations to administrative staff and financial staff based on the review of this process that may help in the future. So, I mean, I don't have to be Nostradamus or Einstein to figure out that the architect of the budget, who was Mr. Montano for the last several years,
right,
that his participation and cooperation could go a lot into lending to fixing what was wrong and making sure that whatever contributed to making it wrong or the deficit didn't happen again.
So,
but I don't know why I'm the only person, and I don't know.
But in that process, Councilman, if you look at it, it made me look a little bit further into it as I saw the mayor say, "Hey, I'm vetoing this because you all have at least $75 million of one-time monies and stuff that we can't say is part of the budget." So again, it made me say, I think I heard this before, because what was stated by Mr. Wagaspack and by other members of the council was the fact that we had one-time monies in the situation of this budget that we're doing, and we did not have a great budget because we had monies in there that was not reoccurring. Ain't that the same thing?
Absolutely. So
why is this budget so much better than the one that was put forth if we got the same thing? Nobody's paying attention, or they ain't calling it out.
So let's give the benefit of the doubt if you want to give one way or another, right? If the incoming administration, if you want this to be your budget, then hey, this is your budget. Now, is it the best budget?
It's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. It's not reoccurring. It's one-time monies.
But if it's not the best budget, then that's what the next administration is going to deal with. And if it's just a budget to get us from one year to the next, then that's where we are. But right now, it's the only budget that we have to vote on. And for me, when I said I felt like I was being forced to vote for something, I didn't want to vote against it, especially given the payroll issues and the significant issues around layoffs and the people who are counting on us to come up with something, Gerard.
Well, I'm glad you came up and said that, because I really had a problem with timing in this, because we're talking about paying at least 6 people with $200,000+ a year, and even one with another $100,000, and in the same presence, we're talking about laying people off, furloughing them, but you're giving a group of folks $200,000-$300,000, but you're telling me you're going to fire me, you're going to furlough me, and we're talking about folks that's making $30,000-$40,000. You're timing wrong. So,
well, it's going to be interesting to see what happens after this year. It's also going to be very interesting to see how much of the state's hooks are in us, especially given the fact that we accepted their help. And it's going to be interesting to see what Auditor Wagaspack comes up with in terms of recommendations moving forward and best practices that the city can use. And he said at the meeting today that he's reached out to former CEO Montano to request a meeting.
Oh, good.
He hasn't responded to my letter yet, and I haven't had other council members request that he come before the body to explain why and how we got here. I think that would be helpful, especially for...
We'll start calling over there. We're going to start calling over at the Audubon Institute and saying, can we speak to Mr. Montano? We need you to come to the city council. So,
well,
to see what happens.
And I think that's being a quasi-public body, too. I think he needs to consider that.
Yep.
And they need to consider that. Hey, Gerard, thank you for what you do, man.
I appreciate you. Keep me updated. Keep me updated, because you're the only one that's answering questions right now, too. So,
well, anytime I can help, man. I don't know everything, but I try to pay attention to everything.
I appreciate you.
All right, man.
Thank you, Councilman. All right, Ty, hold on. We're coming back. Let's take our break here. Last break before we get out. More coming up next.
Meet Leanna, a part-time chef and full-time mom. In the past, Leanna didn't have health insurance because she didn't think she could afford it. What she didn't realize is she qualified for Medicaid. She loves the coverage and peace of mind that comes with high-quality care. The kind of care you get with Healthy Blue. This is Medicaid, and it's for more people than you think. Maybe even you. To see if you qualify, go to myhealthybluela.com.
Every year, the lights return to City Park, and as if by magic, so do we. Families reunited, kids wide-eyed, old memories meeting new ones. Celebration in the Oaks is more than a holiday tradition. It is where New Orleans comes together to shine. Don't miss the magic. Make Celebration in the Oaks your holiday tradition and help City Park shine for generations to come. Go to celebrationintheoaks.com and grab your tickets before they're gone.
Visit DePaul's new Algiers Health Center at 2801 General de Gaulle Drive to receive primary and preventive care for both adults and children. Services also include behavioral health, imaging, and on-site pharmacy, vision, Medicaid enrollment assistance, and more. For appointments, visit DePaulCommunityHealthCenters.org or call 504-207-3060.
This is The Law in Your Legacy. I'm attorney Pete Hamilton.
I'm attorney Ryan Hamilton. Losing a loved one is tough enough. Do you really want your family dealing with court battles and paperwork on top of it?
Whether you choose a will or a trust, think ahead. Take care of your family. Let them focus on healing instead of headaches. This is not legal advice. That's just a tip brought to you by Liberty Bank and Trust. For more information, go to libertybank.net or contact us at 504-915-5016.
My name is Caleb Henry. And I'm Eli Henry. On behalf of the Henry family and Equity Media, we want to wish everyone a happy holiday.
WBOK. Listen now on WBOK1230.com.
Here we go. The reality check on WBOK 1230 AM.
All right, folks, welcome back. 504-582-9422 is our number. Ty, you still with me?
How you doing, G?
Thanks for holding. I'm sorry. I just had to get the councilman in. Thank you. How you been?
I'm all right. How are you?
I can't complain. Don't nobody won't hear that.
Exactly.
What you got for me?
No, I mean, I've been listening to the back and forth about who was pettier and, everything with the signs. I mean, why would you even put the signs up knowing that you're not, okay, we all know that you're going to be inaugurated. We all know, it's coming. You won the election, but, it was petty I think it was petty on both parts, but I think that on Helena's part, it was, I don't know, I guess maybe to get under her skin, but I just love the fact that Cantrell went 50 Cent petty. And had him taken down.
Wait. You glad that she went 50 Cent petty? What?
Yep.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, because, why would you do that? Why would you, why was that so important for you to go ahead on and put them up? And wasn't approval needed for that to happen anyway?
Yes.
So somebody approved it?
That's my question. I keep saying... She's saying now the Helena Moreno camp is saying that they asked and they said yes. But I'm asking because if that's the case, something of that nature, something of that, I guess, significance for hundreds of thousands of folks to see in this city,
right.
You would think that there would be a paper trail that says, here's the signed document that said that I could do it.
Right.
My question is, can we see that document?
Yeah, you're not going to see those documents like you're not going to see those emails from when the campaign was going on.
Did anybody say that there was a signed document that stated that Cantrell agreed to let you do that?
And who would believe, after all of the beef that y'all been having back and forth throughout her entire time in office?
Time as far as she's been in office, right?
Right. So what? Really? Okay, now that's Trump derangement syndrome.
No, you didn't go there. You. Oh boy, I'm just thinking to myself. I'm like, okay, somebody could just put this whole thing to rest right now.
Right.
By just showing, hey, wait a minute. I'm just letting you know this is what she said. Here's the document that states that I could.
Right. And then that it's not, because if that was the case, then that's like Cantrell incriminating herself in a sense, because then I ordered it to be taken down. So why would you sign it and then order it to be taken down?
In my eyes, this ends up being she said, he said crap.
Right.
But
I just love the 50% level of petty that,
now, it just reminds me, I'm not saying that he had anything to do with it, but it does remind me of the Gallia Hall inauguration for Mitch Landrieu, because they had banners up on the Gallia Hall front, and they were long banners from the top to the bottom. It just reminded me of Mitch Landrieu.
Yeah, she's gearing up for I guess the whole kit and caboodle, the whole
He did the same
fanfare,
thing.
and
He did the same thing, and I was like, Nagin is still he's still the mayor. Why are you doing this?
yeah, it's just so pointless to me. And to me, to be honest with you, that makes me wonder going forward how are you going to really work with people that are that you're indifferent about, or how are you really anybody on the council, whatever. We don't know when a difference of opinion comes up. How are you as mayor going to deal with that? If you're still carrying on this BS from from what y'all been doing since you've been in office. So I just that makes me wonder.
Yeah, I don't know. I know that the last time I saw something, and I'm just saying in reference to what I see, last time that I saw something that looked like this as far as administrations is concerned was Mitch Landrieu's administration. And that's when we had the deputy mayors, those high income salaries for those folks that took on this position of deputy mayor. And I'm seeing those same folks that were during the Mitch Landrieu administration being recycled back to in charge again. I mean, think about it. Who was Mitch Landrieu's police chief? Michael Harrison.
Yeah, I don't know. This is I don't know. I'm not optimistic. I can't say that. I don't want to be pessimistic, but I'm not optimistic. I'm kind of neutral because I want to kind of see where everything is going to go. But who knows? Given the landscape and the climate, the political climate of New Orleans and what it's been lately, I don't know.
I think we're going to be in a world of hurt in the next month. Thinking about the number of things that are coming to this city. We got the Sugar Bowl. We still have to think about what we're going to do for Mardi Gras. We got a police force that does not have enough folks. And we're also hearing the problems with, security with this New Year's Eve thing. I think we're going to be in a world of hurt, but we're going to find out quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Well, let me say this right quick. I know you got to go. Just want to say congratulations to my mom, 43 years. She's retiring tomorrow from the Archdiocese of New Orleans as a head cook at St. Aug's, previously at Jesuit. But yeah, 43 years retired.
Woo, woo. What's her name?
Elizabeth Richards.
All right, Miss Elizabeth. Woo, woo. There you go. All right, we gave it a woo, woo. All right,
all right, y'all have a good one.
You too. Merry Christmas. All right.
Same to you.
All right, dear. That's Ty. That's going to wrap things up for me, folks. I appreciate you. We got to watch the news on this one, see what happens. We'll see what happens. Y'all have a great day. We will see you on tomorrow. Whatever you do safely and carefully is the way we want you to do it. And I hope that everything works out for you and yours. Let's see. Mr. Carey's coming up next. And Arnie Felco coming up next.
Arnie and Walt Lachey.
Oh, Arnie and Walt Lachey. All right. I'm getting up out of here. I will see you on tomorrow. Y'all take care.